Hello. This diagram that I'm going to share with you is one I call the self-esteem diagram. Now, when we're born, we all know we're amazing and unique and beautiful. But as children, as we're growing up, if bad things happen to us or people don't treat us in the way we need, a part of us can feel that we're no good. We don't think that other people are no good or that bad things have happened. We tend to feel it's our problem because of the egocentricity of childhood. We think if bad things are happening, I must have been bad. And so no child can survive feeling no good. So we build a little barrier around ourselves, which is a bit of bravado that says, I'm okay, I'm as good as anyone else. However, and it can wear thin at places, however, that is actually a low self-esteem picture, and you can tell if someone has low self-esteem because if somebody praises them, it bounces off. They can't actually take that because they don't believe it deep in their heart, and they just think, oh, that person's just trying to con me, or they don't really understand what I'm like. However, if somebody criticizes them, kapow, it wounds them immediately because that's what they believe about themselves. So an unhealthy self-esteem or a low self-esteem is where praise bounces off and doesn't get through, and negative things get through very easily and hurt. And so healthy self-esteem is different from that. Healthy self-esteem is if some of the positive does bounce off because the person doesn't know what they're talking about or they're just a nice person, and some gets through to warm the cockles of your heart and make you feel good. And some negative can get through because maybe you have done something worthy of criticism, but a lot bounces off because you realise that person's having a bad day or they're in a bad mood and they don't know how wonderful I am. So that's a self-esteem picture. And often when I'm talking about self-esteem, I like to talk about children because if children are growing up and they haven't got that healthy self-esteem to be able to take in the good praise and the bad, they don't respond to praise and punishment in the way people with healthy self-esteem do. Because any child is just craving for attention. And if a child doesn't feel good about themselves, any attention is better than no attention, and negative attention is better than positive attention because they believe the negative attention. They think they deserve the negative, and they don't believe they deserve the positive. And a lot of the people I worked with who ended up in prison had started off as very intelligent little children who got into trouble and discovered that the only way they could get attention was by being naughty. And so they spent a whole lifestyle around doing negative things that at least made them feel that they had some attention. And so what I advise parents in this situation, if children have been traumatised, often they can't respond to praise, but they do respond to criticism, but not in the way you want them to, not to becoming good. They actually continue being naughty because that's the way they're used to getting attention. So what I say to parents is, don't give too much praise or negative. Give neutral attention. Give your presence. Children are hungry for that, and that will help to build good self-esteem that isn't based on batting away negativity or accepting praise. It's based on, I'm important because people that are important to me give me their presence and their attention. So that's the self-esteem diagram, and we'll pause there.